Hey guys, what's up? I just wanted to speak about this new thing that came up, this terror attack. I want to speak about it because there seems to be a debate that has reached me. I've been reached by the debate, like a debate has come so far that I just have to speak out because because it won't leave me, Um, So I'm gonna talk about. I wrote some notes because that's like having more tools to work by. There's been a Muslim attack, and everyone is talking about radicalization and extremism. Nobody wants to talk so much about what it means, but more about what we should do, which is fight against radicalization and extremism. I'm not so sure what they mean by radicalization and extremism because I think they've been putting that label on quite a lot of people who are not like evil or doing damage or just not doing anything wrong, okay? Not doing anything at all wrong, okay? So I kind of like had to change my talking a little bit, and I said I didn't say it, but like I had to say something different. I had to say like we should fight against malicious abuse. Malicious abuse. Not like radicalization and extremism, but malicious abuse. There's a start to everything. If you see in Genesis, in the beginning of the Bible, and this is actually something that the America's smartest woman talked about this, and she said the beginning of all evil, or the beginning of all maliciousness, the beginning of all trouble is when people start getting envious. Okay, when people start getting envious. Okay, when people start getting jealous of others. Okay. So and of course that creates greed. That creates greed, and if it starts getting into greed, and if it goes on, and if it isn't stopped, then things will be dangerous. Again, then things will be dangerous. But I'm not gonna talk so much about that. Like I was just talking about like what is the beginning of all evils, and maybe like we should start trying to fight against this malicious abuse. Okay, this malicious abuse. Okay. Now we should be peaceful. It's in the Galatians. It's like the fruit of the spirit. There's two things. There's the flesh and there's the spirit. And one of the fruits of the spirit is, this is in the end of the Galatians. One of the fruits of the spirit is peace. Okay, it's peace. So we should try to be peaceful because if you want if you come to Christianity, like if you come to the Spirit, like you will say Jesus is Lord. You will say He's dead. He died and He rose 3 days later. He's not dead, but He's alive. He's alive right now. He's alive everywhere. He's alive now. He's alive now, but He's like, I wouldn't say He's a. I'm not so sure where He is. I'm not so sure where He is or anything like that. Yeah. I'm gonna say it like this: people should be peaceful, and like in the Bible, we talk about how this is the fruit of the Spirit. Okay, but I'm not so sure I'm not so sure how it works. I'm not so sure how it works. Okay, I'm not so sure how it works, but like that's the general idea. The peace is a fruit of the Spirit. I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna talk more. Okay. Now, what people often talk about is like love and peace, and it's like only one thing that's lacking from that. There is like love, peace, and harmony, which is the hippie, which is kind of like the hippie slogans: the love, peace, and harmony. And it's like maybe it's like from there. But I want to talk about that, okay? I want to talk about that. Now, what do they mean by love, okay? I would say that from everything I've heard about this love talk, like everything that people talk about when they say like, yeah, love, it's like they think it's only sex. It's like we have to go out and like have sex if we want to love. Like if you don't have sex, then you don't love, you know? And it's like people have been pushing that for quite some time now. I think that's what people actually mean by it. And I just want to kind of like go through what the Bible talks about in Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 13, at the end of that, at the end of a part of that chapter, where they talk about love. Now, I just want to say one thing, okay? We should stay focused in our minds, okay? That's faith. Why should we do that? Because if we don't have faith, then we wouldn't be very practical. Okay, we wouldn't be very practical. If we weren't practical, then it really wouldn't matter. Then it really wouldn't have so much to say if we loved, because we could just as easily have been killing each other without even hating each other. Okay, without even hating each other, we would kill each other. Okay, it's like this thing about the climate and like all these things that is going on today. Maybe it's because of lack of faith, okay? Maybe it's because of lack of faith, okay? I want to go. I don't want to talk too much about this, okay? Because I've been talking about it so much before, okay? Let's not let ourselves be oppressed. Hope, okay? Let's not let ourselves be oppressed. Hope. Now we could love. But the fact of the matter is there's people out there who will try to turn your love into your oppression, okay? They will try to turn your love into your oppression. And this is how we're losing our hope. And this, of course, it talks about faith, love, faith, hope, and love, okay? Faith, hope, and love. That's what it talks about, okay? We should stay hopeful. You should not be oppressed. This thing we see in the Bible, in the Gospels about like we should be slaves. I don't know if you read Proverbs, where it talks about those that does not work shall be enslaved. Sort of like that. I don't know. Sort of like that. Okay, but it's not. Jesus is not talking about not working. He's not talking about not working. But sometimes people will be enslaved because people will always try to make them work in the wrong way. They will always try to make them work in such a way that they will always do the wrong stuff, that they will always do sin, okay? That they will always sin, okay? They will try to put that burden upon the shoulders, and then they will try to make them fall, okay? Then they will try to make them fall, okay? And it's like some people, some great people, they will have to stop working. They will have to stop like being active in society because people are trying so hard to make them fall. Because the devil hates them. Because the devil really hates them. Okay, and it's like that's wrong. Okay, that's wrong. It's like the greatest people are not necessarily the people that are in the government or in the in doctors' offices or like in the police or anything like that. The greatest people are often those that are so persecuted that they just can't do nothing, okay? They can't do nothing, and that's why they're enslaved. Okay? They're enslaved because sometimes they have to read the Bible, they have to like learn the faith, they have to do those things, okay? I think that's what Jesus talks about. I think that's what Jesus talks about, okay? Jesus talks about, I'm not Jesus, okay? This thing about this is like, I don't know why it's happening. But it's not like I'm not trying to say that I'm Jesus. I'm not trying to say that I'm Jesus. But it's like Jesus talks a lot about faith. He doesn't like hypocrisy. He doesn't like oppression very much. But he talks a lot about faith. He talks a lot about these things, okay? And it's that we're not supposed to be oppressed. We're not supposed to be oppressed. We're supposed to have hope. Jesus probably wants us. Paul talks about the hope. I'm not so sure Jesus does, but there's hope. Okay, you're supposed to work. You're supposed to get things done. You're supposed to not be oppressed. You're not supposed to fall for evil women or evil men. You're not supposed to come into wars and be like taken to slavery and so on and stuff like that. But Jesus sometimes talks about people who are going to get so oppressed that they're going to fall, okay? They're going to fall like that, okay? And they're great, okay? They're very great, okay? That's what I believe. But I'm going to talk about the next one, okay? Love, okay? Let's forgive. That's love. If we follow just our feelings, if we just let our feelings flow, and if you don't have faith, and if you don't have hope, then we're not going to be able to forgive, okay? So, love is natural, it's very natural. It's like the way we love is to forgive, okay? It's to always forgive, okay? It's to always forgive, okay? I'm not talking about and it's like I'm not talking about you not working or you not doing anything practical or not doing you not getting anything done. But Jesus, he said that for a reason. He did not say it for that reason that you should stop working. He did not say that for that reason that you should not have hope, that you should not have life, that you should not have all these kind of things, okay? I'm not so sure why he says that, okay? He talks about humbling yourself. He talks about that's the bottom line, okay? I don't know why he said that. But it's not because he doesn't want you to have life. It's not because he doesn't want you to live. It's not because he doesn't want you to have all that the life can give you, okay? Because that's what God wants you to have, okay? Jesus wants you to have that, okay? He wants you to have that. There's faith, hope, and love, okay? Faith, hope, and love, okay? He doesn't want you to lose everything. He doesn't want you to become nothing, okay? But like there's these three. I'm gonna go through it again, okay? So let's stay focused in our minds, faith. Let's not let ourselves be oppressed, hope. Let's forgive, love. So it's not just love and peace, but faith, hope, and love, okay? Faith, hope, and love, okay? And that's what I wanted to say, okay? So stay blessed and bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.